For as much as I pick my nose.
You don't pick your belly button?
No, I don't do it.
Check, see if there's anything in there. And,
I just did. It was weird.
And I felt a weird sensation.
You felt something pulling back.
I'm like, there's something in there.
Yeah.
And then I had to like work it out. And it was, I'm like, that's a seed.
Help us. We've been trapped here.
Let's see what else we have in the Institute.
The Institute.
If
The J.I. What is it again?
JSI.
Just say J.S.I.
the
J.I.
Rob Dunn and his team of ecologists are professional navel gazers.
What?
They get turned on by the navel?
Well, their new study details the microbial contents of volunteers' belly buttons.
I mean, come on.
But wait till you hear. This is crazy.
I know this is going to be disgusting.
Man.
The whole thing started about 2 years ago. An undergrad's only in a biology lab ID sampling colleagues' naval bacteria for a holiday card struck a chord with the North Carolina State University team, which had adopted a new focus on citizen science.
I'd like to do something that allows me to look at navels.
And they said, and belly buttons are just ridiculous enough to appeal to almost everyone. This is according to Rob Dunn. What's more, given the belly button status as one of the body's more rarely scrubbed crannies, it offers researchers a chance to study as close to a pristine microbial landscape as is possible on the modern human.
Do you clean out your navel in the morning when you're showering?
No.
Oh,
I do.
yes, I do
No.
too.
Yeah.
I knew you guys would.
Oh, my God. I
You
can't
clean it out
believe
with
you
what?
don't.
My finger, dip it in water, slow, boom, okay,
Soap,
done.
yeah. Wait, so my roommate in college was so grossed out by her own belly button that she couldn't touch it. Like it would almost like, like nails on a chalkboard for her.
My buddy was like that as well. He could not stand.
Yeah.
Time for therapy.
So weird.
It's just, I guess, he felt like it was a
hole?
Yeah, essentially, like it was just a weak part of his body.
I found some lint.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
My little brother couldn't stand it when you would touch his Achilles heel, and that's how my buddy George was with his belly buttons. Like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah, I
don't-
wouldn't want anybody sticking their finger in my belly button.
No, that's private.
Get out of there.
It's like,
Get out.
That's an orifice.
Besides Nick, most of us don't want people probing our buttholes either.
That's right. Thank you, Steve.
But no, my belly button does not gross me out, and the fact that I don't get in there and dig around and clean it out does not
I mean,
bother me either.
it's naturally going to clean. I mean, I go one extra yard because I like it. Occasionally I like to have a little bit of coffee in it.
So
I found that people generally like it when you walk up to them and you push their belly button, then you say, they love that.
the researchers handed out swabs of 60 to 60 volunteers. Back to the lab, the scientists examined the genetic makeup.
Now back to the lab.
Of their bacterial loot. From 60 belly buttons, the team found 2,368 bacterial species, 1,458 of which may be new to science.
So they discovered new species in the human navel.
This is how infrequently they go in there and look around.
So we're trying to send a ship to Mars, and we have yet to explore our own navels.
Listen to this. One science writer apparently harbored a bacterium that had previously been found only in soil from Japan, where he had never been.
Okay.
So the dude had stuff you could only find in Japan,
And he'd never been there.
in his belly button.
Isn't that wild?
That is crazy.
You probably have that in your belly button.
I probably do.
Probably do.
I got some stuff from
Some
India.
teriyaki.
I'll bet I got some Antarctica
Sure.
bacteria in
Look
there.
at this.
All 7 continents.
Yep.
It's a trip around the world. Preston's belly button.
What's this? Bamboo.
Another more fragrant individual who hadn't
A
washed
panda fingernail.
in several years hosted 2 species of so-called extramophile bacteria that typically thrive in ice caps and thermal vents.
What the hell?
So do they have any suggestion as to how Japanese matter ended up in a dude's navel?
No. Despite the diversity,
I was with the Japanese hooker, but perhaps.
themes emerged even though not a single strain showed up in each subject. 8 species were present on more than 70% of the subjects, And whenever these species appeared, they did so in huge numbers.
So, okay. You ever, obviously, we've all known people who are outies, who had the outie navel. It's an interesting looking thing. I wonder if that has less of an occurrence of this sort of stuff because it's
Probably.
more exposed and easily cleanable.
Here's a point somebody makes. It says on the text, it says, try being pregnant. Your belly button is so stretched out, you don't need to actively clean it. You ever seen a really
It's just a bump.
pregnant
Yeah.
woman's
I love
belly
it.
button?
Yeah.
It comes popping out. It's wild.
Same thing happens to me when I haven't gone in a while for my sphincter.
Okay.
It just almost completely disappears.
So Dunn said that makes a belly button a lot like rainforests.
In that there's so many exotic birds.
In any given forest, he explained that the spectrum of flora might vary, but an ecologist can count on a certain few dominant tree types.
We're inside Kathy Romano's navel, and it's quite impressive. Over there is a beautiful toucan.
He said the idea that some aspects of our bodies are like a rainforest to me is quite beautiful.
Yeah, of course it is. Because he's a lunatic.
But predicting which species might like to call the human body home is only the first step. To make the knowledge useful, scientists need to know why these bacteria are showing up. Hang on a second. I have a girlfriend here. Meg wants to talk about her boyfriend's belly button. Hi, Meg. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good. What do you want to tell us about your boyfriend's belly button?
So, if there's enough lint in it, I will totally pull it out and blow on it like a wishy, like a dandelion. Every single wish has come true.
Every belly button wish has come true?
I kid you not.
Like what?
That's awesome.
I got a brand new motorcycle for my birthday. So
Dude,
split it.
that's
So-
pretty cool. You got a brand new motorcycle.
That'd be worth pulling belly button links out of
absolutely. I'd
somebody
pull
else's
ass
belly
lint
button.
down for that.
So you will pull it out and then make a wish and blow it into the wind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I have to ask, is there any sort, because, sometimes people's belly buttons can stink. I mean, are we dealing with an odor situation? I guess not, right?
No, definitely not stinky. It's more like when you're doing your laundry and clean out the lint trap.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
His navel's a lint trap.
That always smells kind of nice.
I do like that, though. It can set a house on fire, Preston,
Thank you,
so
Meg.
be careful.
I told you guys about the time that I found a seed-like thing in my belly button.
This is awful.
Do you remember that, Kathy?
Yeah.
It was a creature.
No, it wasn't a creature, but I looked it up online, and it's a legit thing that can happen. It wasn't a freak of nature.
No, it was legitimate.
And I forgot what it was. Nick, look up belly button seed.
Yeah, I remember
found
talking
an
about it.
old-style coin belt in my ass, Preston.
Here you go. A navel stone
A navel stone.
is a hard stone-like object that forms inside your belly button. They're most commonly found in people with deep belly buttons. I do have a deep belly button.
Would it share characteristics with like a gallstone?
And those who don't practice proper hygiene.
There we
They're
go,
seen
Kathy.
more often in adults because they can take years to grow big enough
Unwashed legs and filthy navel.
to be noticed.
It'll be on his tombstone.
Yeah, I remember that. It was weird. I was picking around in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Gross.
every now and then I do take a pick
And
and
you heard like a baby crying.
take a look and see if there's anything in
I
there.
never do. For as much as I pick my nose.
You don't pick your belly button?
No, I don't do it.
Check, see if there's anything in there. And,
I just did. It was weird.
and I felt a weird sensation.
You
I'm
felt
like-
something pulling back.
I'm like, there's something in there.
Yeah.
And then I had to like work it out. And it was, I'm like, that's a seed.
Help us. We've been trapped here.
This is making me nauseous a little bit.
So
What's worse for you, Kathy? So ear wax or
No, I think that's
navel? Okay.
Yeah.
what would it be harder to lick the inside of my ear or the inside of my belly?
No,
button?
belly button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about butthole?
Just set. No. Oh my God. No.
Well,
but-
honestly, it's just a common thing. You ask anybody at work. Would you mind licking my butthole? I'm sure that's being asked
Oh, man.
in every business. But I mean, that's just simply for a scientific test.
No, but somebody recently told me that guys love that.
No.
No, that is incorrect.
Listen, there may be some
No.
that dig that.
No, I do not.
Yeah, I know. We
She goes,
know
oh,
why.
they'll go wild.
What?
No.
Who said that?
I swear to
said
God.
Who?
All right, write it down.
Diane, your wife.
Dare. Because I thought it was Jerry. I thought it was your mom.
Yeah, your mom who won't let you eat gum out of a vending machine is encouraging you to toss people salad. No ice cream for you, but please go to town on some dude's ass.
I had to get out of that conversation quick. I was like, this is no.
That's funny. I'm dying to know who that is. We need to
I'm
hear
not
later
telling
on.
you.